Hello everybody, and happy Wednesday. I am making this Wednesday word video. Normally I make my videos as I am sitting at my desk in my office with books in front of me to share with you or whatever. But today I decided to make a walking video for Wednesday Word for a couple of reasons. I'm gonna flip the camera. I think I'm gonna try to anyway, flip the camera around and show you things as I come to them, but maybe that's not going to work because I don't see a way that I can flip it right now. So I'm just gonna tell you what I'm doing. I am walking on one of the streets in Arlington in my neighborhood, and I am grateful for a number of things as I'm walking. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm walking for the first and foremost. Even during my cancer treatment, as weak as I was, and believe me, it was hard, I made myself walk every day. Part of what helped with that was that I was taking the bus and then walking from Harvard Square to the hospital. And sometimes that was my daily walk, and that was fine. Some days I was able to get to the hospital a little bit early and get an extra walk in along the river. Walking along the Charles River really became a very beautiful and meditative practice for me. So walking, for a long time, pretty much I would say it started, back when I was, even before I went away to college, even when I was living in my town where I grew up in Medfield, I did spend a lot of time walking. My street was a hill. It was called Indian Hill Road, and it was a very gradual but fairly steep hill, and it was about a mile. And I spent a lot of time walking up and down that hill. Walking has helped me always to feel like I can get my head around things. I do a lot of thinking when I'm walking. I do a lot of planning when I'm walking. Now I've gotten smart, and I've started to take my journal and my phone with me so that when I get my inspirations on my walks, I can stop and just talk text. I talk text in email and send myself emails. I've actually put whole sermons together doing that. As I've said many times before, if I could live outside, I would live outside. I love being outside. As soon as I get outside, I feel my soul and my spirit start to calm down. The fresh air, the open sky, it just makes me feel better. And so today is Tuesday. The video will go out tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm crossing the street, so I'm being careful to look both ways. I want to move to the sunny side of the street. The video will go out tomorrow, and I just wanted to tell you about this practice of gratitude walk. And so I started to do this, I guess probably while I was going through my treatments in the hospital, but really started to think about it the last week or so. And I walk and I pick a route, and as I'm walking, I walk by people's houses, I walk by businesses, I walk by things that jump out at me, that I see, that I notice, and I pray for those things. So for example, a little bit way back, I just walked by Arlington Eats, and Arlington Eats is an organization in Arlington that is like a food pantry, and people can come and shop there and get food for no cost. And they just moved to a new building. They have a beautiful location, and as I was walking by there, I saw a client coming out with a big shopping cart full of groceries. And I was just struck by gratitude that she is able to get this food that obviously is needed by her and her family or people that she knows. Gratitude for the organization that, there are volunteers. Gratitude that it's in a beautiful building and the people who are going there hopefully are having a really positive experience coming to this nice place to get their groceries. And then a little further away along the road, I noticed that there are a number of houses that still have roses blooming on their rose plants. And I said a prayer of gratitude and thanksgiving for those. For each house that I'm walking by that has lovely fall decorations on their steps, pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns, and some of them are kind of spooky, but there's a lot of people who really decorate their houses in lovely ways. And I've been saying, just blessings of gratitude and offering blessings for all of the people who live in those houses, that they would be blessed, that God would take special care of them, and just basically kind of just walking along and noticing what's around me. I am going to head over to my favorite spot, which is Spy Pond, and I always feel very inspired going there because it's beautiful. And it's just such a place of love and community. There's always lots of people enjoying the beautiful scenery and kids on the playground and people walking. I love it too because it's people of all ages. You see from the tiniest babies to the older folks. Such a lovely community spot. And that's where I'm on my way to right now. It's about a 25-minute walk from my house to Spy Pond. It's a lovely walk. And so I am encouraging you this Wednesday, as part of our time of gratitude, to think about incorporating a gratitude walk into your day. It doesn't have to be long, and you can start out small. And I will say that this accomplishes a couple of things. It's very good for our bodies to walk. And I have noticed as I'm getting older that people my own age, I'm 57, and I have people who are my own age who are starting to have issues with their mobility. And that is frankly very scary to me because I do not intend, I'm going to do whatever I can do in my own power. Of course, a lot of this is up to God, and things can happen that are completely out of my control. But I'm going to do everything in my power that I can do to try to keep myself healthy and strong and not to lose my mobility. And so walking is one of those things that I can do. And it's something that you can start out small. If you can only do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. If you can only go around the block once, go around the block once. And as you're walking, notice the things around you, the people around you, the places around you, and pray for those things and those people and those places. And that's called a gratitude walk. And I will challenge you that if you incorporate that into your daily schedule, you will start to feel better. You will start to feel better physically, you will start to feel better spiritually, and you will start to feel better emotionally. And it's just a win-win. So I encourage you today to practice starting a gratitude walk, and I would love to hear about it. If you start doing it and you find that it's a good practice and it's enriching your life, reach out to me and tell me how that is working. So I'm going to sign off. I'm at the really noisy intersection and there's traffic, and I need to start really paying attention to where I'm going. So I'm going to sign off. Also, I need to start getting back into my prayer because I've been distracted now by doing this video. So I pray that you all are going to have a wonderful Wednesday and be grateful. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.